Good afternoon. This is Brigadier General Dave Trybula coming to you from Headquarters White Sands Missile Range on Thursday, 7 May 2020 with our COVID-19 update. To the numbers, the state of New Mexico is reporting 4,493 positive cases, including 1,012 in the county around Albuquerque, 110 in Santa Fe, 48 in Socorro, 197 in Doña Ana, and 9 in Otero. El Paso is reporting 1,119 positive cases, and Juarez 466. New Mexico Governor today extended the lockdown of Gallup through noon on Sunday, and understand that given the authorities that she's using, she can only extend 72 hours at a time. And so the situation in Gallup is still one that needs those measures in place. The Texas governor announced steps in opening up Texas even further effective tomorrow. And so barbershops, tattooists, and other things will be open in Texas beginning tomorrow. Want to talk about two things on White Sands to make sure everyone's understanding. And the first is on White Sands, but it also applies more generally to all of DOD, and that is ID cards. And we mentioned this before, but I think it's worth reiterating. And so ID cards that expire in 2020 are good through 30 September of 2020. And so that extension is automatic, and as long as the expiration date is in 2020. If you have a CAC, so Common Access Card, which has got a chip on it, you cannot get a new one just because your old one's expiring, because that too has been extended through 30 September. Now, if you've got a CAC that is expiring, what you need to do is make sure that that electronic push is actually taking effect, because the computer is not going to listen to you when you tell it. It's going to actually check what's on the chip. And so you need to open your certificates up and make sure the certificate's expiration has been extended to 30 September. If you need help on that, call the help desk. If they haven't been extended, call the help desk to be able to do that. The ID card section is not going to be able to help you on that. If you have other issues with your ID card, then call the ID card section and get an appointment with them, or get their feedback in terms of being able to take care of business. So just want to make sure everyone is tracking that. The other thing I want to talk to on the installation is the locations where we have sign-in sheets to make sure that we can trace who's been there. And that's the locations that we've kept open where social distancing basically is not not something you can practice during the whole time you're in those facilities. And we don't have another way of tracking that you're actually in the facility. And so we're tracking those, so in case there's a case of someone coming up positive, we can immediately do a trace. And so not only putting your name in there, but putting your real name in there is critical to your safety in case you were there when that event happened, and also to the safety of others, because you could have been coming to contact and then potentially spread it somewhere else. And so using your real name, using a number where we can contact you is critical to making sure that we're able to do that and can safely protect you and the entire community. Weather is getting warmer. We're moving into really completing the second full month of these new measures that are in place based on COVID, and want to make sure folks are cognizant of what you're doing to take care of your physical and mental health, and understanding that the conditions are changing in terms of the restrictions around COVID. That doesn't mean it's a ability to spread has gone down. It means there are more places for that exposure to potentially happen. And likewise, as the weather changes, there are different conditions out there to make sure that you're thinking about and planning ahead for, so that you're taking care of yourself as our first line of defense, so that you're protecting you, your family, our workforce, and our community. I thank you for doing that. I want to give a special shout out today for everybody who was involved in today's stockpile reliability test. Truly essential to maintaining our readiness across the force and ensuring that those munitions are ready for our warfighter in case they're needed. So thank you, and we'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon.